Are y'all looking for the best way to get shooting badges as a beginner or in any build? First off, we're gonna start off in my career. In my career, this is the difficulty point modifier. This is something new that they didn't have last year, really any other year. So you can see all the point differentials, the my points, how much more my points you get. So for this particular video for my career, if y'all haven't played it yet, y'all can see from rookie to pro. Rookie, you barely get anything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add and we're gonna change our difficulty to pro, so you could try to get the most my points. Obviously, you could do Hall of Fame and also so you get try to get the most, but there isn't that much of a difference, and it's so much more difficult. So you wanted to change it to pro difficulty. You could put 5-minute quarters. I tried 12-minute quarters. It could go a little long, but you know, it's really up to you. So this is one of the methods right here for my career. So we're gonna try right here, pretty much the same thing as any other year. So pretty much you just, you know, holding the right stick back, not holding the right stick back, you're just tapping the right stick back, and that's one of the methods to try to get easy shooting as a big, because as a big you can't really shoot, you know. So this is just one of the ways to get as a big. So the other point is calling for a screen. You press left bumper and to call for a screen, and that's how you would do it. Now you call for an off-ball screen. You double tap LB. I don't really know the button for PS, but I could let y'all know if y'all want. And then you pretty much, honestly, this is probably the best method for me. You pretty much get wide open like literally every single time. It's kind of insane. So this one worked the best for me. Sometimes they didn't really like call for it. It wasn't really working, but you just gotta spam it. And then doing the little step back right there. The second part is pretty much the same thing. It's calling for screens and picking and popping in either my career, rec, and then in park, anything online related. This way, when you're only shooting wide open shots, you could get your badges pretty quick. So now we're gonna go on to number 2. So for number 2, we're gonna go for the art of shooting in the park. So this way, you get your lethal shots, you get your hot zones quicker. And this is actually, I didn't even know about this a couple days afterwards. So you have to do this. You have to travel through here, go through here, and once you're in the shooting right here, you could try to get your lethal shots. Now you could only boost up your hot zones basically every once a week. So that's one thing to consider. And also, I don't know why I paused already, but this is pretty much where you would get it. So if you're trying for hustle, you're trying to shoot better, this is how you would shoot better, and then honestly this would make it easier for you to get badges as well. So the only thing for here is you can only boost up to 2 of your hot zones, so that's one thing. And then you know, as you can see, my only hot zones here are the left corner and in the paint. So I'm like, damn bro, I need to get more hot zones. So what I'm pretty much gonna have to do is talk to this guy in the middle, the black guy right here that has a little icon. And the difficulty to shoot here is pretty damn easy. I'm pretty sure it's the difficulty that you use for my career. So now you just have to go to him, and you don't have to wait for him to talk or anything like that. So you do this, and then right after this is gonna show you all the ranges. So if you want mid-range, if you want the close, if you want anything, it's here. So for me in particular, I personally feel like I shoot more in the corners and the top of the key. It's kind of weird because when I pick and pop, I sometimes pop most of the time in the middle of the court, and then when I play threes, I usually spot up in the corner. So this usually would benefit me more. So I'm gonna end up doing these probably because they benefit me more, but obviously it would depend on what you want to do yourself. So if you want to choose a whole nother side, that's completely fine. So once you're here, you just need to take 10 shots. Obviously the higher the stars, you need to try to get 3 stars, the higher the chance you will end up getting all of the like hot zones and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so you just need to do all this. I'm probably gonna put this a little quicker and stuff. So yeah, so this is pretty easy, so you don't even have to, I'm gonna skip through all this. I don't know how the hell I missed, but see, it says zone boost at after each make, the zone gets boosted each and every time. So it's gonna be this right here. So you can see here, now I'm pretty much done, and you have to obviously shoot wherever that ball is. So here I was like confused. I was like, wait, where the hell do you go? So now once you're done, you need to make shoot another 10 in the other side, and then here I didn't end up missing over here. So you just pretty much shoot each and every time. The corners is pretty easy, but I just obviously, I mean, I want hot zones everywhere, but this is pretty much the one of those zones I was particularly shooting in, and where it benefited me the most. So if you are, I don't know, if you're a big, you might only want to do the paint, because obviously you're not going to end up shooting if you're an inside big. So it really just depends on your play style or anything like that. So this is, I feel like, is one of the key points, because if you don't have this, then I mean, you could shoot good, but obviously the hot zones, I don't know the percentage it increases by, but I know each year it always increases. So right here, I'm done. The lethal zones, more and more you do it. So right there, you can see the top of the key and the right of the key, you will see my hot zones that I actually got. So that's actually pretty cool, and just come here every week. And then you get your hot zones obviously by playing career, park, but this is an easier way. So now, this is number 3. Quests, perks is a must. You have to do all these. You have to go into the side quest and badge perks. I did a couple of these already, but you can see like the overdrive, an increased level in badge level progression, and the immunity, a slower badge level regression. Regression means you would lose your badges like lesser, and obviously an increase in badge level progression, it would increase your badge level progression. Like you would get quicker badges. Regression is important because if you have a bad game or whatever, then you need to have it. And then I already, as you can see, I already did the C tier, and I did overdrive C tier and immunity C tier. So you just have to talk to the guys, click on the quest. It's kind of a walk, but this one you have to win 50 games in any affiliation. So just obviously just make sure you're in an affiliation if you need to do that. If you don't know how to do that, just let me know. But accelerate badge growth for any badge, but if you're shooting and if you really are struggling shooting badges, here is where you will end up needing that. So, and then this one, you need a teammate A- or higher. Once you get this, you could talk to Tyrese, and then you would actually end up getting this, and then this will help you actually get your perks, and pretty much everything else. And then the grade A student A- this is probably more difficult for guards, but for bigs it's pretty easy. So this is where you would get accelerated badge growth, regression, all that sort of stuff, so you could try to get everything going on for your badges. So guys, this is the 3 ways. If there's any other ways that y'all know of to try to get shooting badges or anything like that, let me know. I know there's one thing in park that you could try and do. It's like a glitch. I don't want to say that because either I could get banned or anybody else could get banned. So if y'all don't do it, look it up on YouTube. I'm not going to post it on YouTube. But guys, if y'all like the video, like it up, comment, subscribe. So, peace.